nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, in meaning to send. Beauty I've always kissed, these eyes before. Just what the truth is, I can't say anymore. 'Cause I love you, yes I love you, I love you, gaze at the people, some hand in hand. Something is something, 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 something. Da 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 da. I should have played this one tomorrow. I could have done Tuesday afternoon, except it's too late. And now, the moment that you've not been waiting for. Or, indeed, have you been waiting for it? Ha 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 ha. All right, it's time. Okay. Hey, it's Becker Wozat here saying welcome to the 100th episode of Zero. And we've got a lot of special things planned for you tonight. Not the least of which is some of the craziness that we have yet to uncover in an episode. We shall now see some of the most incredible things and some of the not very impressive things, because this is, after all, Zero. I was going to sing the song about nothing. There used to be a song called Nothing. It went like this. Nothing, 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 nothing. You know, it's amazing how I could do that without moving my lips. Look at those lips. We need a song. We need a singing emote or something for my pose for my character. Just go. Nothing. You know, have his face moving. You press the button and then the skin changes on and off for the singing voice or something. Nothing. Anyway, the song was called Nothing, and it was about an old soft drink that used to exist called RC100. I guess the idea was that it had 100 calories, but they were saying nothing, 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 because it's got nothing but taste, they used to sing. And I don't know what they meant. If they said no sugar, they probably added high fructose corn syrup and just about rotted everybody's teeth. Thanks a lot, guys. You set the standard for Pepsi and Coke to just about kill us. Well, maybe that's not how it went. Anyway, so what are we doing? I'm all excited about tonight, even if nobody else is. Even if I've got some problems, I have a lot of problems, and I could talk about them, but I'm not going to talk about them. I mean, I don't know how long I've got left to live. You know, that's how that sort of thing goes. We're gonna have fun tonight. This is Zero. What am I looking at? Polished diorite. Yes, I know that, but what am I looking at on the bottom of the screen? You mean that block of amethyst? No, 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 no. At the bottom of the screen, you idiot. All those little boxes down there. Well, let's see. There's a diamond sword, then a diamond pickaxe. No, 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 no. What is this? What is all this? Well, it's a hot bar. I swear I'm going to pick you if you don't explain what's going on here. All right, all right, all right. This is another new mod. Where is it? It's called Big Int, and today we're going to test it out. This is episode 100. We are on 22W015A. Here's the title card. Yes. Dadox. Actually, I forgot if I was originally I was going to do that, but I just so many things have happened since then. We're going to do everything. We're going to explore everything, and we've got some surprises. But we're going to start by explaining what is Big Int. Look at this. The first thing you notice is that the helmet does not the armor does not actually go up there. You have to do this manually. Problem. But I got 108 slots down here, not counting that slot or indeed any of the slot machines. I've been using this stuff, of course. Oh, the bread should go in here too. Wait, can the bread be put in? No. You can take it out, but you can't put it in. Story of my life. Oh man, what is wrong with my face? Yeah, we're using complementary shaders, so it doesn't look quite right. Yeah. All right, so here we go. We're going to show how things have been going. How's this been doing? I've been waiting for this to finish. Oh, there's 400 left, which means we got 800 left. And then we still got other miscellaneous things to do. This is a weird screen. It's like, how can we have the large chest takes up 54 slots like that, and the inventory takes 108 slots like that? This is just weird. Also that it's off to the left side. You know, I often play in sizes smaller than 1020... I'm sorry. I often play in sizes smaller than 720p. And when I do that, the left of this goes off the edge of the screen. Well, that's because of the nature of how I put things in. Also, this ought to light up. We got the furnaces lighting up, so we got that nice little pattern. But these don't light up, and I want the crafting table to light up. We'll work on that. Okay. Oh, boy. No, there's that guy. We just have to content ourselves with the fact that they want to play basketball over there. That's just what we're going to have to do. Okay, this area here. This area here. Well, unfortunately... Oh, this one's ready to grow. So we're using our third choice for mod for breaking this stuff down. And so it doesn't do the least. We don't have vein miner, and one of the tree chopper mods, I think Ceruleum's, doesn't work, and so we have to use our own. That's not a big deal. Okay. So far so good. I've still got the levers from earlier. I gotta fix that. No, I can carry them with me today. I should put it over here with the other miscellaneous rail stuff. I was working on the rails. We'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, the point I'm getting at is that this Big Int is really great, but there's one problem. I discovered some nasty things about this mod, like that it works on any fabric server. That is to say, you could run it on the... You can run it as it's a client-side mod, but it works with servers. And so I have no idea what we're supposed to do with that. Maybe it doesn't save all the slots. I don't know. Whatever the problem is, it's a serious matter, and I have no idea what we should expect from it. All right. Next. And nothing done here. Sheep are still compartmentalized, and I'm still going to work on that. Haven't had a chance to. Through here, Well, it doesn't even look like water. Except for the particles. I wouldn't say that it looked like water at all. It's like, let's walk through here. There's a little bit of reflection in the water. That's something. You guys, of course. Elevators are still broken. It's too bad. I think the elevators are the best part. I can't get them to update the mod. Everything going well here. I haven't checked the chicken thingy. If that works. I'm going to assume that it works because nothing was changed there. I didn't check the rail duplicator. Let's check the rail duplicator now. Yep, still works. Library's not been worked on. Now the problem with showcasing how we're doing... Oh boy. The problem with showcasing how we're doing down here with the rails is... Well, it's a problem, but the problem with showcasing it when it's not done is we can't show you everything because it's incomplete, and I'm upset that it was incomplete. It's a very long, arduous task. I mean, it's a very long path. So I wasn't able to... So I spent extra time to get ready, and it's not available. Okay, here is what we hope to be the chorus fruit plant farm. We have chorus fruit, but we don't have verses plant, or verse plant. As you can see, we've got this nice idea for the top is like that, and then it comes out like this. And then it's going to come out one more time. And that's why I've got these here. Although I need more stone bricks now. For the stairs. And it'll come out one more time, so it'll be levered. So we got 4 there, we got some here, and then we got another layer. And that's what I was in the middle of working of when I had to stop. Because I have to confess, I've been playing some of the Anarchy server of Pastas. Yes, I've been playing Pasta's Anarchy server. Whether or not anyone else ever plays it, I'm still going to play it. I'm still going to enjoy it, and you can't stop me. I've never been down here with the shaders on. It looks interesting. Yeah, and once again, I want that to light up. And that lights up, though. But it lights up more when there's something in it. I want that to light up, though. Got more bread. Don't need more bread. Just wanted to point out that I got some bread. Now we're going to take a ride in the cart. We're going to take a ride in the cart. We're going to... What is wrong with this cart? Let's try that again. There we go. That's another problem, is the sandstone looks too green. Yellow, I don't mind. I like this. Take a screenshot of that. Well, no, I'm not going to take a screenshot of that because I've already taken a screenshot of that elsewhere. Also, most of these blocks underneath the powered rails have been turning green. Okay, so we have the confluence. Is it confluence? No, it's the intersection of this thing, and now we got this one, which has been some time being worked on. And it's basically like this. I've done a lot of cobblestone stairs into the corner, so the place looks bigger than it actually is, but you can't go in there. And we got diorite. We have enough diorite, so I thought I'll use the diorite. And that's all that this is. And of course, along the way, there will be openings and spaces where we have where you can see through, because I like doing that. Sometimes I want one that that's just completely covered, like that one over there. and sometimes I want there to be open spaces where you can see something along the way. I like sightseeing. If you can't see a sight, there's probably something wrong. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, this looks so much better without the shaders on. But with the shaders on, it's interesting to say the least. This map has been a long time in being worked on, and I unfortunately wasn't able to showcase anything that I finished today, because I'm still working on that rail down there, and I'm still working on the school, and I'm still working on the chorus flute. The chorus, yeah, play the flute. Not that chorus flute. I also like that this has a bit of a... I don't know if it's meant to be a glow, but it's very interesting. Well, we're not done with this episode. No, not by a long shot. We got more we can show you. Yep, it's nighttime. When nighttime comes, we sleep. Come hell or high water. Hopefully not high water. The Grand World Tour, but we're going to watch the docks. Maybe later we'll work on the docks, but we're going to do the World Tour later. But we're going to do something else first. Here we go. Yeah, it looks as good as it was when I was last on this new incredible complementary shader thing. I'm going to show how things have gone. I think we're getting a good frame rate. Let's see. 20? 20 is not too bad for me. Okay, I was doing some markers, but I may have thrown out these plans. This is the idea of how tall this area was going to be. I'm not so sure about that anymore. Been working on that a little bit, but not very much. The tower, which has not yet been built. And pathways. That's what this is going to look like at least. And so what we were doing was we were digging all that out, and we're not done anywhere near digging all this out, but we got most of the dirt. There's still a little dirt there, and there's dirt there, obviously. You gotta be careful not to jump onto something that might fall through. So this is mostly carved out, and I just want the vein miner mod to come back so I can do it as fast as it was being done. Otherwise, it can't be done, and we're stuck. That's the main problem. Let's see if I got anything. Oh, top out the torches. A lot of dirt. We're gonna get more dirt too. What are we gonna do with the dirt? Well, we're gonna put it away somewhere. We'd love to do a Grand World Tour, but we're going to go back in time. We are going to show you the deepest recesses of the past. And what will we do with the past? Why, we're going to look at it. You can't go home again. You can't just live a life back in the day. But we can go and witness the past for a historical record. As for the history of Zero. I added max headroom some time ago. It was to the resource pack. It may have been during 0B, I think, but it may have been earlier. It's been a while. Okay, first we're going to look at the last Wazcast, which is where this got started. Hello. Why don't I have the glasses on? There. How did that happen? There's something wrong with this world. It was created on an old snapshot. Well, it was created on a 113 snapshot, and it's been seriously broken many, many years, and we're only just now going to look at it for the first time with complementary shaders. Also, this is what everything looks like when you first join a world with the big int. When you've got everything in the wrong place. This stayed in the same place, but we got everything in weird locations, and I'm still using iron swords in this world. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. I was apparently traveling. Yeah, it's weird to have. We're not going to mess around with that too much, but we're here. We're going to look around. First of all, the walls look terrible. That's because these are regular stone walls, and I was fine with that back in the day. What do we got in here? Nothing. I used to have furniture. I used to have a TV. Remember when I had a TV on this world? I messed around with this a lot. A lot. There's my nether portal. My proper... It's humongous, too. I don't know why. I guess I made a larger one in the hopes that a ghast would go through it. But I think it needs to be even bigger than that. And I still don't think ghasts do go through portals. Alright, yeah, let's see. It's nighttime, so I'll sleep. Yes, everything changes when you join the world for the first time in a bazillion years. This is the last was cast map. It was just built in the essence of saying, "Hey, I want to play 113 snapshots." Here's a turtle. Campfire. I used to showcase new stuff when it was added to the game, and I just add it to the game, and there it is. And we have a fox over there. I don't think the fox is tamed, but it's sitting down. Oh, wait, no, it's not sitting down. Our most interactions with a fox was back in the 115 mental block modded map. Yeah, this was always going to be finished, and it wasn't. And it doesn't look very finishable now with the stone looking like that. But that's just this texture pack. We worked hard just to get something as stupid as this. Actually, it looks pretty cool. It looks pretty cool even with the stone looking like that. It's still pretty cool. You know, we had the first time we had lanterns, I was all excited. And here's the Behemoth. It's hard to remember which items do what. There's, blast furnace, smokers, and 2 furnaces. It's hard to comprehend how it works. And I have absolutely no idea how it works. How we're supposed to get the ores in here and the food in here. Long time coming. Yeah, so we got this here where it's supposed to drop everything off into 2 separate sets of chests. But then that doesn't work, you see. Then it only can drop off the items one at a time, and it usually just ignores one of the furnaces. So this Behemoth does not work at all, which is not my problem. Ah, yes, the stone cutter and the smithing table. I never used the smithing table. But I have used the stone cutter a lot. And when barrels were introduced, I was all excited. Yeah, barrels! And then I'm like, oh, they're just 27 slots of different items instead of 64 stacks of a single item. And I was just so disappointed because the guy who worked on it may have been Professor Mobius, who worked on the original Jabba barrel mod. Valuable items. I forgot if I've defeated the Ender Dragon in this. I don't think I've even found the Ender thing in this. But it was a beautiful, beautiful mod. I mean, a beautiful... That tunnel was never finished, but I was going to finish it. It was going to go out to some docks. Never finished that. Instead, we had something going here, because I wanted this to go up here. And we don't have to do any exploring like this here, because it's kind of pointless. There's a lot to go and see in this place, and a lot of it is just so lost, really. The second floor of this building has not been finished, and I wanted to finish it so badly, but I worked and worked on it. I got to the walls. This is going to be an outside, or is. I may yet come back here and work on it. This is the first time I did a regular world in Amplified for a regular series since I started the thing that became the Wozcast back in 1.7.10, and I had shaders and Amplified. That was the main thing. Then I added Lord of the Rings, and I ruined the mod. And that's the first time we had those berries, and I was all excited about those berries. I like this farm idea, but I was gonna put pigs there, but I didn't. I don't know what I'm gonna put there. Anyway, so yeah, this was going to be a ledge area. These were rooms. I had a bedroom here. One of these is a bedroom and has a bed in it. Where the hell is my bed? There it is. The idea of sleeping up here was kind of strange, but these are meant to be. There's another little ledge area. I built so much in these I should have just made a last episode for this. The use of the yellow windows was to make this place look like a Lego thing. They used to have spaceships that would be blue or gray, and they would have yellow windows. And I always liked those Lego sets. It was early 80s kind of thing, late 70s. And so I did something like that, and it really made me think of Legos. Not important. Okay, down here, this is the original, well, it's not the original trapdoor. The original trapdoor was on the surface. But this was my original ladder that went down to the bottom. Yeah, we got fast ladders, finally. And as I came down, I find, hey, look, we got a abandoned mine shaft down here. It was all awesome. I don't remember what this was. Just some cave, I guess. Yeah, so this is, and yes, it's okay. It's okay to do F3 on the old worlds because on this world anyway, because we didn't have the rule in place. This is what we were using for getting lots of. That's really cool to see what a branch mine looks like with the shaders on. Anyway, you know what branch mines look like, so who cares? And this is when it went down to 12. We want to ask the question: have they added stuff down beneath this? And I can tell you unequivocally that I think they have, but I might be wrong. I'd have to play the game to find out, and I don't want to find out because we're not here to play this map. We're here to look at this map, take the tour of this map. There's the bedroom. There's another thing. We've seen that. Through here we had a dining hall. We haven't put the tables in yet. The tables were just a step away. And then besides here, I have to show you something. Water. And so it seems to me... Wait, where's the other one? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, fine. Great. Yeah, the idea is we could put a window in there. I built stairs everywhere around this place. I wanted accessible. It's accessible. Used to have a farm there. Still got some farm land here. We got a sign that says in memoriam for the first farm. But it's not used as a farm anymore. And it's getting close to the end of the day. Stairs into two separate caves. I like the idea. One of these caves had something in it, and I forgot what it was, and I'm not gonna showcase that. Tree farm down here. We'll get to that in a minute. Pathway goes through there. And then over here we've got our very strange and mysterious portal, which is sideways or something. Shouldn't these blocks be glowing? Lapis lazuli, redstone, they should be glowing, shouldn't they? I used to carry stuff in here. It's not in there. But I would go here when I would... Oh, I've got a... Pardon me. I'll take a drink here. Been recording 31 minutes and I've been doing singing. That's not a good sign. Anyway, that's really cool, but I'm not going to take a screenshot. You can take your screenshot now if you want. That doesn't work. I know. But anyway, this was what I used to pretend to take this portal to go to the other world, which was typically very heavily modded and on 112. And I had several candidates for that, and that was not very good. This was where I had my original tree farm. There's only one... No, excuse me. There's only one tree there. I gotta go down the frickin' stairs again. So yeah, I might yet, if I ever come back here and work on this, I might put out a window here. Then you can look out if you want. But the main attraction, of course, is we're going to have some tables here and chairs. And that's why we had the furniture installed for tables, chairs, and we had a TV, I think. Through here, again, is another kind of window. You can see out that into the corridors. This was designed so you wouldn't take damage. Let's see if you take damage. And the reason you take damage is because it's 3.5, not 3. But it was 3 at one point, and so... That's no good. Okay, through here. We got stuff here. I'm always forgetting what that's for. A little foyer section. I don't remember. Also, there's too much lighting. Too bright in here. This is where we had our crops. This is the first time we had crops like this. That is to say, we've had crops in this category. Not category. But this is the first time that we had one that goes all the way out to here. Then beyond that, we have more stuff. This is the first time... We added a composter, which puts stuff out into bone meal. Let's put some bones in there. We never use the carrots or the potatoes, but we have the carrots and the potatoes just the same. The center of this big raised area was nice, but it doesn't really serve any purpose. Through here were some other mods, crops. Sand? So we don't have a sand crop. Oh, we were going to put cactuses. And since we didn't finish, if you don't like it, that's cactuses. The sugar cane, which is almost ready to do things. Netherwort is a funny color because of the shaders, unfortunately. Wait, this is where we had the blocks, though, didn't we? Yeah. Netherwort blocks, red nether blocks. We were always coming down here and working on this. Oh! Yeah, we got all our regular 0 mods running on this thing. Why did we switch from this to 0? It's because the map was... I wasn't interested in the map anymore. It was just too messed up. Through here we've got the planning room. All the stuff we were planning. Search for stronghold. I don't think we ever found a stronghold. Do we have a stronghold? I have cheats on. I could see if we... Let's find out if we've got a stronghold. Locate stronghold. Yeah, so it says there's a stronghold, but that doesn't mean we have a stronghold. I'd have to go there and look, and it's possible that it's there. Who knows, you know? Who really knows about these things? Tables and chairs for dining hall. We did have a mod that added chairs and tables, and it was one of those new ones, one of those what are those things called again? Data packs. We had a data pack and we had tables and chairs. Railway from village to center. I thought I did that, but we'll look. Never come back here again. Yeah, I can't listen to my own orders. This sign is too dark to read. That was under the old texture pack. Bookshelves for enchants. Strange I don't have those yet. book. Why does that say book? This, I don't know what this was supposed to be. Maybe it wasn't going to be anything. But I started digging, and maybe I could make it into a side room. I don't know. And down the stairs. Storage area, not finished. But we got this whole entryway finished. And then here would be all the important storage stuff that was for quick access. And then through here we would have an enormous storage room. And as you can see, we didn't finish it. More rooms that have not been finished. Maybe that'll just be an AFK room, though. I don't know. Another, we were going to have something through here. Like this. Oop. Oh, yeah, that's right, because I'm using big int. I can't press 8. I can't press 8 to get to the torches. I have to press left bracket. I'll show you what I mean. 18 hotbar slots. Yikes. Another nothing. An unfinished room. Oh, and let's look at our hall. Oh yes, I'm having plenty of good time today. Let's look at our hall of donors. Minecraft still donates, I think. Taco Redneck still donates. Space Builder, yeah, good luck. And there's another guy, isn't there? Or maybe I removed the other guy. Let me look at my list here. Well, if he donated, I don't remember. All right. But this was the state of the donation thing at the time when we last were here, back in the twilight days of the Wozcast. And here is, of course, the tree farm plus all the wood stuff. Not much wood stuff. There's a few things. Oh crap! I forgot. I forgot we've still got the. There we go. We've still got the 999 stack mod, and then here we go in here with this, and yes, there's a door behind there. I don't know if I've shown you what's behind this door. It's not exciting, but here it is. Yes, a wall. Not only a wall, it's free range. It's a free range wall. 100% natural. And that's the tour for this area. But now we've got somewhere to go. Gotta eat already. Okay, so if you want to leave, if you want to go up. Well, it's not there. Wait a minute. It's on the second floor. Big staircase. Oh, look. You can see the curvature of the earth. It looks really cool that way. There's my screenshot. Oop. Regeneration? What the heck was that? Wait, was that regeneration from eating the bread? I don't have a beacon. Also, I'm kind of strange that this place never caught fire. One last look at what the world used to look like. We used to have render distance 32. And over there you can see the... why is there a cow over there? You can see the perimeter over there, which was going to be... I don't know if I was going to put something here. Another upper layer to the perimeter was going to be added in that space. And we were going to have something over there, and I don't remember what it was. There you can see we were planning on building a canal, which was going to connect some more river areas. And we have another one that's going to be a canal there. And it was going to another place. We were trying to find some way to make a rail that went from here to the village. And that didn't happen. But there is a village in that direction. I don't think this goes anywhere. Yeah, like I said, we used to have a render distance of 32, and it was awesome. But around the time 1.13, not the snapshot, but the actual version, or 1.14 snapshots came out, it just got so seriously laggy I had to abandon that. And we had a render distance of 24, and currently we've got 16 for the shaders. Yeah, see, this just comes to an end, and then you can see stuff that's over here. We did a lot of exploring of this map. Tons and tons and tons of exploring. And so it's a much larger map than the other ones. Most of my exploring was to find villages along the 0 axis. As you can see, we're on the 0 axis right now. Back when coordinates mattered. And there's the water area. The water area used to have different colors to it because the colors were different from biome blending. We had negative biome blending, and it caused everything to, all the shrubbery and leaves to be all sorts of, and the ground even to be all sorts of crazy colors, and I absolutely loved it. But now what we've got, the biome blending has kind of faded, and it looks rather dull now. We can't do negative anymore. Biome blending was the best thing ever, and they nerfed it before they even got to a regular version of Minecraft. It's very dark in here. I don't know if this is acceptable. I guess maybe I should, like, do that, and then it looks proper. Yeah. I love tunnels like this with the slots out there like that and the extreme darkness, because after all, this is the slabs. When you're on slabs, that's what you can do. That's what you can do. Okay, here was our new tree farm, which was just a temporary tree farm until we made one at our main base. No, wait. That's our tree farm. This is just an overlook. I think the idea was that we were going to set up tables and we were going to be able to have picnics and stuff. Well, no picnics here. It's a nice little cozy place. Yeah, tree farm is through here. And we still use it, or I would still be using it now, actually. Oh, yeah. It's great because you can look out here and see other things. If I had a proper 32 render, it would have been really awesome. But, like I said, we can only render 16. Well, we've got shaders, and if we don't have shaders, we could run 20 without any major problems. With Iris... I'm sorry, not Iris. Sodium. With Sodium, we could probably render better. That's another thing, is I don't think we had a proper zoom mod for most of the time, because back on snapshots, we didn't have Optifine. So we didn't have Optifine very much. But there it is. I was just learning how to walk around in these kind of maps. The amplified maps, which were just so ridiculously amplified, you couldn't find your way around. How do I get to these areas? Well, that's a tough one, isn't it? It's amazing. I never lit up there, so creepers could spawn up there and we wouldn't know it. For that reason, I better keep the hotbar open. Up, I hear a drowned. And there he is. Particles are on. Center of the world. This is something that went on way back in the old days, and my oldest maps. I would go to 00, I'd put up a monument that said center of the earth or something, so we could have a journey to the center of the earth. It was like the opposite of Journey to the Far Lands. I liked it, but it got boring. Here's 11. It's the 11'6" bridge. Actually, it's not the 11'6". It's supposed to be 11'8", isn't it? The one that they eventually raised the height of. No, I just calculated what it was. It's 3.5 meters tall, and so I converted that. This is the other axis for going in one direction on zeros, and so this doesn't go out to anywhere, but it would have gone out that way, obviously. There's the rail, or rather, there's what we would have as rail, and I thought we did have a rail. This was actually a mistake. The idea that we would have a rail down here, and I realize now that it's a mistake. It shouldn't be a rail down here because it's too easy to fall through or to mess up something. It would have been better to have the rails up here, and now that I know that, but these are slabs, and also it's 4 wide and not 5 wide, so to have one in the middle is kind of contraindicated. So we don't have anything there. But what we do have down here maintenance shaft goes into a small room where we have emergency bedding. This was back before I used to carry a bed around with me. And I had stuff in here, but I moved it. Oh no, I didn't move all of it. Okay, good. Oh. We got one of those low durabilities. Well. He's still playing the game. What's wrong with him? And the... Alright. One more thing to look at. We're going to go to one of the villages. Now, I went that way, and yes, I did walk around on the ground. In fact, I can show you. This was a famous landmark over here. The tree that got cut off at the chunk border for some reason. It was really messed up. It was during the early 1.13 snapshots. And I believe that was just on the other side when we did a new snapshot that had a different tree placement. And that's where the biome blending was all crazy. So we had all sorts of multicolored leaves. There's an episode where you can check that out. And I don't have the slightest idea what episode that was. So, sorry, not my problem. This is just another access tunnel or access ladder going down to a floor area which has creatures in it or water in it, or well, there should be creatures here. I haven't seen we've seen some creatures earlier, but was I going to build here? Was I going to do something here? Completely forgot. I think it's just building for building's sake. And then it looks really cool later on after you've done bazillions of them. I still want to... Oh, it's night timing already. Right. Yeah, I always wanted to build a large city and stuff like that. But it turned out that it just wasn't going to be possible on this kind of map. And I was very upset. So I went that way, and there were plenty of... And they had added a new kind of villages. So I just started traveling on the south zero axis. Wait, is that south? It is south. So that was north the whole time. Okay. I'd forgotten. And we found like 20 villages in that direction. And thus proving that the villages tend to line up. But not all of them, as we shall see. I spent a long time looking for villages before those were added, and went to a lot of places, and I couldn't find them. It's not like you could just throw an Eye of Ender and there's look, there's the village, you know. Sure, you could do locate village, but I think I like darkness. I never can understand why lava does that, and I mean, even going close to it and isn't going to set it off. There's like a bug keeping it there. It's not that we're not within the distance. Oh, is this beautiful? It makes me want to have different kinds of rails. Or not rails, railings. So we can see more of the grandeur of that. That looks so awesome. And that's what it used to look like back in the day. Today it looks even crazier. I was going to build a restaurant here. A small little dining establishment. It'd be a temporary rest stop along the way. You could have some dining. I mean, it is a long and arduous journey down this way. Ultimately, what happened with the Wozcast was I was more hooked on playing modded, and I would like to play some modded in the future, but it won't be Zero. Oh no, we've got something else instead of Zero for modded, which we have planned, but I don't have a specific date for the release of it. We might build something. I might have built something here as well. I might yet, if I ever come back to this map. Get to this point, and yeah, you can see all kinds of. Look at all that. Another area which I spent too little of a time in. Oh, what happened to down there? I don't remember there being nothing under it. That's weird. I was a bit overwhelmed by this terrain, I have to say, back in the day. Exploring it all the time was a lot of fun. This really goes on and on, doesn't it? Can we see the village from here? That's one of the interesting things. I don't remember being able to see the village from here. I remember we got to a certain point at the edge of a region. This was during a 1.14 snapshot. And it wouldn't load past a certain point. I remember just standing here, approximately here. No, it was at 768, so it was back there slightly. But I remember standing back there, and it's like, come on, load already, load! And it wouldn't load. Later on, I got it to load, but then I entered the area with the village in it, and I discovered that all the surrounding areas were completely black. No light at all. Yeah, it's just so beautiful down there. And there's a forest fire. What to do with floating areas? Oh, what's that? I don't remember that. Big giant tower. Not tower, but big giant plateau over there. I don't remember that at all. Oh, the swamp biome? There might even be a witch hut, but I don't remember seeing one. It's possible that they didn't have witch huts. That is to say, the game had witch huts, but it might have been the terrain wouldn't allow a witch hut generation because it was so messed up at the time. Boy, there's still a long way to go here. What is going on? Oh, you know what? Maybe it was at 1024. Yeah, because regions are 512 in size, aren't they? So it would have been at. It wouldn't have been at 760. It would have been at 1024. That it stopped working, stopped looking right, wouldn't load. All those planes over there. Yeah, still no indication of a village. This thing's going to turn after we get to a certain point. That looks cool. Probably just didn't finish loading in here. Man, this just goes on and on. Here's another area that I might have wanted to turn into something. It would have been very, very far in the future, though. 2-3 years, maybe. Oh, and I remember the last time I was here, I was like, oh yeah, the railings continued to here. I finished all the railings, and then I looked here, and I'm like, Where's my railings? I was like, I thought I finished the railings. And I said, come back here and I'll finish the railings. And what happened? They didn't get finished. And pigs could just walk around down here. Yeah, well, it looks more unsafe because it's got the curvature of the Earth. Or, well, what planet is this? This isn't planet Earth, so what planet do we call this? So weird to see curvature of the Earth, though. And again, you still can't see the village. Is it that we're just too high up? Or... Never thought I'd say it, but I might come back and play this sometime. Well, right now I'm looking for... Maybe I could find a way to include this map with my old map. Like do a merge of some kind. Thing is, if I do that, the chests will become empty because I have to move it to different regions and such. And the chests will be empty and the signs will be off and so on and so forth. Now this steers down to an area that I needed to light up for some reason. And I don't remember if I was going to make a platform here or what was another fire. Oh no, it's water. It's lava reflecting off the water. It's making its own cobble generator. I thought we had a better railing here. Didn't we have a railing that was made out of diorite or something? And the answer is here it is. Here's the diorite railing. It was the first time that they'd added these kind of things in some snapshot or other. But we only added it for right here. I think we ran out of diorite. There's the village, finally. The blacksmith, look, the blacksmith is still intact. And we were working on this area, and no, I don't remember what we were doing. Blue sheep. Oh yeah, this is the sheep farm. Worst place for a sheep farm imaginable. But I needed it for the beds. The more beds you have, the better this is. This is the old farm, and so the old village, and so it's not going to work like the new ones. You know, back then we didn't even have much for beds. We just had, oh, it's called the 114 tunnel because we built it for 114, and it had smooth stone, which was full in size. And I was celebrating that because they hadn't had full-sized smooth stone ever before in vanilla, except with NBTs. You could create it up to 1710. See, here's a typical room. Back in those days, the villagers didn't need beds. They didn't have profession things. It looks terrible. It looked better at the time, anyway. There's the exit that goes out to this area. That area was completely and totally black at the time. Completely and totally black. There's still villagers around here. There's probably one trying to sleep in my bed. You stay out of my bed. It's my bed. Another behemoth of some kind. What's all this over here? Oh, this goes out to there like that. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, they've got names now. Kermit? Why is the one named Kermit the one who's not wearing a green... Get off my bed! My bed, you can't stay in it. My bed, you hear me? Tandy. That's the name of a computer, you know, techie and never working device to yell at. Could have been IBM, which stands, of course, for incredibly bad machine. Now you stay off my bed. It's my bed. This says nothing to see here, but there's actually a glowing sign. Let's turn off shaders for a minute and see if it glows. Oh, but it's red. It's red text. But of course we're going to keep the shaders on. It's the sort of thing I do. Yeah, we had a whole bunch of extra villagers. And there's my wheat farm, which is stupidly up here where they can trample it. And it's been trampled a few times, I can tell you. Tree farm, they can trample the trees as well. That's going to go somewhere, supposedly. The perimeter was the hardest part. I had to do it before there were too many mobs, so it was good that I'd taken a bed with me. That goes to the lower area. This was gonna have more beds. I have to put a lot of beds in now. And I don't have them. These are some of the old buildings. Actual tables in the game, I know. But that's all this really is there's one up there, and then there's a second floor up there with more, and a third floor up there with even more. Potatoes. My lousy cow farm, only 2 cows. And then through there was another area not lit up properly, and yada 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 yada. Basketball player is not to blame for this. I don't know what the heck's going on there. This area is not finished, obviously. But it's been worked on. It may yet be worked on some more. This was a nice idea. These are just such boring, empty rooms, but the villagers up to that point in time led such boring, empty lives. You know, if you bone meal a mushroom, you get a large mushroom. But if you bone meal a dandelion, you don't get anything except a whole bunch of grass. Here's the main level, and yes, that's the... There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there, but this looks really cool. And if you want a good site, you can take the stairs up here to the top of the tower. Get a nice, good look at everything. Like that. There are, of course, all of the villagers are in the northwest corner, which is what happens. Well, this concludes the tour of my old Wozcast map, which might yet be played again, but it won't be part of the Wozcast. It'll be part of Zero, if I ever do this. And we might just bring this part of the world back into some special region of the world. But it'll be after we fight the Ender Dragon, and it'll probably be after we've switched to 119, and it'll probably be after I'm looking for some new thing to add to the game, and we could add an old thing to go with the new thing. But if we're going to do this... I don't know how we're going to do this. It seems impossible. We have to abandon all our items and all our signs, and that's going to be a nightmare. So, we now take our leave of this world. We go on to the next one. So how's everybody doing? Okay, Zero. Now that's 0D. We want 0A, which doesn't even have an A on it. It's just called 0. The last version that we had was 21W5B. So it was over a year ago that we last played it. And I'm going to have a drink because I am very thirsty. It's been an hour and I've only taken one drink. The old starter base. And I do mean old. Actually, it's not quite the starter base, but it's the temporary base. Oh, we got everything all messed up again. And again, you can't put it in there. Evening has come. Why do I have 5 iron shovels? Is that a mistake? I got 6 iron picks. I guess I was busy. I like making this area out of glass. When I started playing the world, I did not know. Oh, I didn't go through the nether in the old map. Well, you know, that's fine. That's fine. It's the old map. It doesn't matter too much. I built a little bit over there. Okay, yeah, here's where I started the map. Was somewhere around there. Spawned in the world over here somewhere, and I just started flattening this area out And you can't really see because of this huge tree farm. The reason for the huge tree farm is complicated. But basically, I did build one of those. I forgot. I thought I built one. I thought, no. That was on a multiplayer map. There's the mushroom building. I call it the mushroom building. It reminds me of Toad Mushroom Retainer. Didn't look like that originally. I got more trees over here. Trees everywhere. That was the first time we had, wood. But what kind of wood do they call it? Stripped wood, that's it. Stripped logs. And I see the basketball players have been at work. Yes, sir. Basketball players are evil. They have $1 million salaries, so they don't care about the rest of humanity. My banners were just pure blue. That was it. Just the pure blue banner. I used to have a blue banner with a design on it. No more. Here's a little patio. Nice. And there's the first time I ever said we're going to do something about the coordinates. Can't calculate coordinates using F3, so it's off. And so therefore forget it. And so I had to calculate coordinates that way. I thought I could get a better observation platform than this. A lot of water. I vaguely remember that. That's glass. Oh, I know why that's glass. Never mind. That's part of my base. I thought it was an underwater structure somebody made. No, that's part of my base. It got open to the water. Alright, yeah, so there's just a lot of water in that direction. Quartz! I don't remember the quartz! I've been in the nether. There in the distance you can see that. What's that for? If I remember correctly, that was going to be the center of the main build I was going to make, which at the time was going to be a castle, but then I didn't have a very good design for a castle, and so I was a little less inclined to work on it. Alright. Oh, and you can't see it, which is unfortunate. You can't see it, but in that direction there's a mesa. And I was all excited because it was the first time I was using a zero map. It's like, wow, there's a mesa. And you'll remember that right out there, right in that location, we used to have a map board where we carried the maps. And we had two sides. One side of the map was all the local maps that were regular size, and the other side was the large maps, which we never finished. And then we moved them to another location, and we put a snowman there. We locked in a snowman inside some fences, and the idea was we had a mod where the snowman would target any hostile mobs. More recently, I tried to add that snowman mod, but it's Forge, and I'm now using Fabric. But it worked for Forge. Those were the days. We had everything in here. We had that. We got doors into every one of these, you know. Enchanting Table was awesome. Look at all the enchantments I got, you know. And I got 59 levels. How the hell do I have 59 levels? Just have 59 levels. I don't know how. Forgot. Here's my notice board. It's a large notice board. There's a lot to do. Fight Ender Dragon. Well, I think I did fight the Ender Dragon. So this must have been the version of the map before I fought the Ender Dragon. Makes sense, anyway. Find a cartographer and or a mansion. Didn't do that in this map. Railway to the village, do we need it? Oh yeah, we have a village somewhere. Where? Don't remember. Clear all the dirt for the big base. Like I said, the big base. But I was still clearing the dirt up to this area. That's still got to be done. Slime balls for real duplicator! Well, I've got a real duplicator, so I must have. Give me back my mods! That's me complaining. We were in a snapshot and all my mods broke. I got really pissed off. We got mods now. It's not experiment more with snowmen. That was the mod I was using. Make new maps. Well, I'll explain that in a second. Automatic cactus, sugarcane, reeds farms. Oh yeah, I had a design for the automatic farms, so I never bothered with that. I usually just go up to them and break them, and I don't really need to see why I would need to make them automatic sometimes. Underground tree farm, that was being worked on. Here is where we had the maps. The maps were here, and I had some over here too for the bigger ones. Here are the maps that still exist. Oh, they're all unknown now. See if oh no, it still works. There. I don't know where that is. Is that over that way? Many of these maps fell off the wall when there was an explosion and a creeper hit something. This room is unfinished. Was being worked on. Will I come back and work on this? Well, I can't. Not with all these text things everywhere. Again, we'd have to put this in a different region, and that'll upset. Here is one of my ultimate behemoths. Ores, food, everything else, and it's still running. Oh, that horrible cartography table. I hate you. I gotta work on that design. It's just got too much, it's got too much. But then everything goes into here, unless you got a switch. Where's the switch? The switch is missing. We used to have a switch somewhere, and you throw the switch and it would activate something. And I don't see the switch. That's a lot of stuff. I'd like to take it with me back to the other world. And then down here was the, whoa. Haven't finished sorting everything else out here. So we've got the stuff we go through here into... That's not it. That's the sorting chest. This area has not been finished, but I've finished the area and just need to put the chests in everywhere. I did that. Oh no, don't fall in! This was nice. The idea of this big huge fissure in the middle, I just thought, let's have glass over that. And we got stairs down. This was going to be something, an extra level, but I never finished that. This is where our crops are. I kind of made a mistake in having carrots and potatoes on this side. Also having a complete batch of these when I should have had a complete batch of wheat crops. The wheat crops would have been better served over there. See into the ravine on this side. Yeah, definitely a work in progress that was never worked on since then. This was going to go to the next level. And further levels down here. I don't remember if I had... I used to have, and it might still be here somewhere. I used to have a ladder that went down. It's around here somewhere. There's the ravine. And then over here we've got the doorway into the other ravine. This was back when the torches were had to be closer together, so there's more torches in this area. And then this goes back up into the... I'm sure I had a doorway over here or something. Little area. White stained glass does not look very good for being able to see anything outside through it, so it might have been better for other locations. Where, I ask, where... Oh, here it is. Here's where the ladder was. Oh, and yeah, you gotta take damage if you fall down that. Forget it. But down there we've got our regular mining shaft, and then up here we have this. And take a drink. Wasn't there a button here? Oh, the button's up there. Going outside, and we can see more of the grandeur. Yeah, see, that's the main mushroom, but down here is this. We got the light. Now, this light just goes on when you press the button. But over here, we've got one that turns on when it's nighttime. But as a daylight detector, we could have it turn on during the day if we want. I like that texture. You may ask, what's that texture from? I think it's from World of Warcraft. It's like a window. But I like the design, so we use it. And there we go with creepers again. Fortunately, we don't have to go over there. But we got a railway, but we can't take that railway. The railway goes... And this is where we were doing most of our work. Well, wait a minute. Let's get through... This is why I don't like this big here. You gotta go through here. We used to have our crops over here, and then later we had other stuff over here. Oh, they were striped. I didn't know we had stripes. We still got melons over there, and we've got... Remember the zooming around really fast? Well, here we go. Oh, what the hell number is that? It's the dash button. Well, we got speed, but it doesn't seem like much of a speed boost, does it? There's the interior of this house. I like this house to a certain extent, but it's a one-room house. We don't have a proper kitchen or proper rooms or anything like that. And it doesn't look quite right. You know, the granite, Well, I like granite to a certain extent. I think I was calling these Mom and Dad. In honor of my parents, I'm calling these boats Mom and Dad. Don't have a button here, so that just is on. Basketball players. This was going to be a shop. I think the idea was that we would have a wall here. We have somebody standing behind here. But actually it makes more sense if we had somebody over here. But then we got a doorway here, so maybe that wouldn't make the most sense. But the idea was that this was going to be the back room of the shop. So we could put a door in one of these things or something. And the back room would have been great. But this wasn't finished. Was this the dining hall, or was the dining hall going to be the other room which we hadn't yet built? In here, this might have been a dining hall, or it might have been through there. I don't remember. But here's the doorway into this area. Yeah, see, it's a very weirdly shaped room, so I don't know what it would have been good for. It's also right underneath the cows. Odd-shaped rooms are not a good thing necessarily. So we were very far from finishing this area. I also like these little things. This was a nice little touch. It's not great. And we were going to have storage in there for some, I don't know what. That never caught fire. Creeper's missing. Where's the creeper gone to? We were working on flattening this area out. See the green stained glass? There's a huge double ravine down here. And I wanted to make it perfectly safe. Originally, I had a bridge right here. The bridge was X-shaped. It would go from here to here, and from there to there. So it was a diagonal thing, and it was hideously ugly. and I tore it down and I just made it green stained glass, and it works so much better. But it looks so weird to see that shadow pattern now. But I never had shaders on this thing since I started the map. And when I made my original opening video, which was 5 minutes long and consisted of seriously, hideously kinetic things, all shadered. This area, as you can see, was being worked on. Chop down every tree and get all... And that's why I've got all this iron stuff, because I got tons of iron, and this stuff got to be taken care of, or at least it did. These are markers to indicate the edges of where the castle would have been. And yes, I am right when I say castle. It wasn't originally castle. Originally I thought we'll build like a citadel or a tower or something, and I said, nope, it's got to be a castle. You can see the very beginnings of the mesa over there, and you can also see the entryway right below the horizon, and that's where the railway goes to, all the way down there. And there's a horse. This has all been finished in this area. You can see it's very well expertly made, expertly landscaped, but you know, just some Enderman will show up and will just kill the... Ow. Oh, it was 4, not 3. Some Enderman's just going to come and ruin that. I hate basketball players. I don't mind basketball. It's a good sport. It's worth playing when you're young. This railway originally just went to over here, but then I decided let's have it go into the base itself. And so it went into next to the storage room by going down this path. And that means mobs can get down here. And yes, we have had mob explosions. There's more to this map. There's more places to go. There's more things to say. Let's go in the nether. See if I remember anything from the nether. I used to have stuff in the barrels. I don't. Yeah, bedrock. No way to get above bedrock. And then down here we had our original nether base, which is made of cobble, which is kind of stupid, and our original portal, which we got rid of. This was terrifying because I didn't know about any of the new stuff. The new special piglins. And there's... Oh! We've got a swing. Oh, now that is weird. The oppressive heat in this place is terrible. The thing of it is this map is this part of the map is pretty much the same as the one in the current version. So this is just a different iteration of this. Ooh, purple. Where does this go? I don't remember. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't remember this this map. As I've said, you know, I've already killed the Ender Dragon, but it might not have been in this map that we have now. It might have been in when I tried to upgrade it for a later version. And this, I think, goes out to another location that I cannot remember. But we had a strong, not stronghold, nether fortress. Nether forts are good. But I think that pathway went somewhere. But I don't remember what it was, and quite frankly, it doesn't matter. We're not here to do a complete tour of everything, every little thing I ever built. Off we go. And this is where we have hoppers going up to the surface. So we have a place to sort chest stuff. What else? Am I forgetting something? No, that's it. I enjoyed making these. I may make these again. I may make these again someday. Time to sleep and move on. Sleep and move on. Now the second break. It's almost the hour-and-a-half mark. That's 2 maps done. Now it's time for 0A. No, that was 0A. This is 0B. Last played on 21W06A. Yeah, this doesn't look the same because this doesn't go very high up. It wasn't finished. You could look at this. Why does it look like this? Well, you might ask yourself, why does it look like this? Phew. Ta-da! Oh, wait. Ta-da! It looks like this because I removed everything from it because this wasn't going to move over into 0D. So I took this and I No! No, I'm wrong. This is an earlier version of the map. Look at this. This hasn't been finished yet. Oh, wow. So we can see what the map used to look like in this area. We don't have the thing going all the way up to the top. We've only got this going up into this area, and that we were just getting started on that. And then this was through the roof. That's my junk chest. Not junk, but you know what I mean. The prepared to go out stuff. Here's the original area. Oh, this tower is not finished. Look at that. Sheep, 1 cow, and I couldn't find any more cows. This area was constantly rife with creepers. The heck is that? Oh, it's a whatchamazit? It's an illager. It looked like something else there for a second. It's like the costume looked like a treasure chest. That's where I was getting my cows from, or where I later got my cows from. There they are, right there. See, so I could go get the cows from there. And this is, as I was saying, what it originally looked like over here. When I emptied this map, I found the area of the other region, and I moved. It's up there somewhere. That hasn't been done yet either. Wow. This is an old map. I was really having a lot of fun playing it, but then this was like a temporary thing. It was the first version of the map that went down to -64. All previous versions were, well, they were no good. Didn't go down to -64, and they wouldn't load. And so, or well, rather they would load, but I wanted one that actually went to -64, obviously. But only had captured 1 cow at the time. That's a mess. This hasn't been fixed yet. It may sound funny, but I don't understand why this is like this. I thought I'd finished it, but this is an old version of the map. Unless I finished it in 0C. And, but it wasn't 0C. This was merged later on, and this area got removed. I'm confused. There's the old furnace. And that was over there, but I later moved it down to be with the wheat farm when I put the wheat farm downstairs. As you can see, this isn't finished, but I was digging it out. Oh, wow, look at this. I forgot about this. I forgot the ravine. How did I know that was 25? I don't remember this at all. My mouth is agape. My mouth is completely agape, not having finished areas and such like. Well, I was working on it. That's all I could really say. No paintings. No enchantments. And unless I hurry up, no sleep. I was under the impression, and look at that doesn't go up. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the other map. Well, I don't know why this wasn't finished. Should have been finished. I guess what happened was the C map had it, and then the D map had the other one, and we merged from there. Doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right at all. Okay, that's 0B, I guess. So here's 0C, last version, 21W14A. So you could just see that, you know, it was only 8 weeks from that to this. It's the same map as before, almost. No, ha ha ha, confused you. This is not the base. This is not the main base. This is the slime farm that we discovered. We found a swamp. We made a slime farm. And, oh, wait, we got this problem again. Doesn't take long. Doesn't take long to climb the ladder. Yeah, this was back when we still had the distances between torches were still shorter. It's a bit dark in some places up here. I don't want to spend too much time. Could get attacked. This was the top of the area, but basically none of this was necessary once I had taken over. Once I'd finished the slime farm, there was no point in working on this base anymore. As you can see there is the complete... Oh, look at the top of the screen. Yeah, it's doing that again. I hate when it does that, because it's always doing it just off camera. Yeah, so we flattened... It's not even flat. We didn't even finish that. What, did we finish anything? And this went down, and I forgot. Probably getting diamonds down there. Well, this was finished. I liked this. This was nice and classy. There's the wheat farm, which is still on the outside. We moved it inside. Although I don't remember using it inside. But we had to, or else we were going to get a proper slime farm. Same thing with the trees. I don't remember where we put the trees. This is from 8 weeks later, like I said. This was going to go... Oh, I remember this. I remember this. I thought I was going to show this in a video, but I think I didn't. And of course, I surprised it was up here in the... Oh. Is it 9 above sea level, or is it 9 plus 16 above sea level? It's still pretty impressive. And of course, this is still running. What are we running? 217. Ugh, well, that happens, you know. The hopper misbehaves because we've got the stacker mod running now when previously it was not running. Yada yada yada. That's understandable. Sleep time, and take another drink. Slime Farm Complex Building 403. And then over here, the Witch Hut. Historical Building 405. No witch, however. There was, however, a black cat. But the black cat went down that way somewhere. This area was completely flattened eventually. But here you can see it is not yet flattened. I'm not clear on why this is. Why is it that these maps are... not behaved properly? Are these not the last versions of these maps? I dug out a huge area there as well. So I don't know what's going on here. That was all dug out. I don't know why those are there like that. There's one of my beds while I was working on flattening the area out. I was going to build something over there, but then I decided there wasn't any point. But it was always a prospect, always a possibility. That's pretty high for yeah. All I can really say is I don't remember why this looks like. Oh, look at all that! Look at all that up there. I know. I don't remember why any of it looks like it does. Only I remember that there was a reason why I was doing this, which was to get slime balls so that I could get a real duplicator, and I eventually did. That was it. That's the only reason why I worked on this slime farm, and I'm going to need to make another one someday. Alright, boat time. Oh, we're going to get some, not only some choppy seas, but some choppy frame rate here. What is it, 13? Well, I am recording. This is set at 16, 16 render distance, I think. This, for those who don't remember, is where I would eventually, later on, set up the slime... not slime farm. Well, I was going to set up the connection to this underwater temple. None of that has been preserved. I think what happened was I just did that on the 0D map, and then when I did the merge, I just deleted the chunks and the regions and such like. That's too bad if so, because then I can't show stuff off the way I want to. Boo. But it's in the nature of this place to be reminiscent of the old days, if we can. It's a long journey. It'd be nice if we had some kind of... You know, it would be great if we could have a furnace boat. Not for the purpose of burning anything, but if we had like a furnace boat that could go faster, you know? Like, you put coal in it or whatever, and then it goes... As this is the C map, I don't think we have the old... We got that, but what do we have over here? That's not it, is it? Fish. Oh, this is it, I think. Somewhere... Oh, wait a minute. Somewhere in that direction, I forgot where exactly, was the very first amethyst crystals that I'd ever found. And there was also a place where there was the first ever copper I found. It was like the day of. There's my very, very small sand farm, which I used, until I found a huge, gigantic desert for a sand quarry. Okay, I know where that is, but where am I? This terrain looks so weird. There's lava over there and it's not lit up. Okay, I know where we are now. This is this side of my base. I haven't built the base yet in this area, but so there's no perimeter or anything. So over here is the original base, the way it was in its early days. This is strange because this was the last version of 0C. I would have expected. There's like a little plank there. Don't remember that. Did I cut that down? Oh yeah, this is a lot different. The tree farm is on the outside still. Tree farm's still on the outside, and there's the wheat farm is still on the outside. Y63, and we got these. I could put the fish there too. There's the sand. Oh, the map! We've got the old maps! The old maps still work! That's awesome! And it doesn't include the current base. Oh, look at this! Look at that. We hadn't put the roof on it yet. No, there's no elevator installed. We don't have anything for the stairs there. This is how it used to look over here. At one point, this was going to be a throne, and I would stand up there, and then the peons would come up there and say, "Oh, humble Beckar." It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was Beckar who was there. Look, no basketball players. I would have let them play basketball on that court, you know. I was that kind of guy. Boy, look at this. Look at this. I had the old composter machine running up here. There's my temporary chest. There wasn't anything on that side. It was just on this side. Oh, this is so weird to look at. I had to see through this window, which isn't even a window. Man, this takes me back. How many diamonds I got? No diamonds! Oh no, 3 diamonds. I had 3 diamonds for a long, long time. No farm animals. I had to move them over from the other base. Me working on the crops. Yeah, I was rushing. I didn't even dig down here. Mad rush to get these crops done. Were they? Well, not in time for the new version which came out, and then I had to stop playing this for a while. I was so happy when I came back to it and it worked again. Yeah, wait, where was I gonna go looking at something. Oh yeah, the rooms. Let's see if I finished the rooms. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's so weird to look at the same map. Rare items. That's it. Oh, I was just starting. It'd only been a few weeks. What's on this side? Nothing on that side. I had that stuff upstairs, as you saw. Oh, here we go with the furnace thing again. Well, needless to say, there's no point in bandying about things, but that really is something. You go down here, no railing. There's nothing through there, because it hasn't been built yet. Nothing through there. These are probably, there's no doors. They're just empty rooms. And this is very short. This text is glowing. Yes, indeed it is. And that was what I was looking for earlier. And then there was this, which hasn't been built out into anything. And that was awesome. Travel bed? Travel bed. Because why the hell not? I'm going upstairs. And of course that was even less finished, and you could imagine. And there's no underwater railway there. These maps ended abruptly and did weird things. Is all I can say. No, this one. I stopped naming my boats, unfortunately. Oh, boy. Almost at the 2-hour mark, and we've done most of the tour. I've forgotten which one of these I killed the Ender Dragon of. It shouldn't matter too much. Now you saw the base in 0D is sticking out and you can see it, but this is where the base originally was. It was the other base in a different place. Yeah, that's so great, but then you look down here and then the stuff just despawns. It's weird. Oh, it's over there. Like I would remember. And remember that other one there. Yeah, this is the classic. This is the map that we got a little further with. One underwater or underground path up here, but we also had one path up here, which was 2 flights of stairs up. La da 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 da. And that went somewhere. I think it just went to another exit. It was just a place I went. It came out, and the idea was I was going to use this. I was probably going to build something over here, or maybe make a city or something. You never know what you're going to make. That was going to be a path that was going to lead to my main base. We don't have coordinates here, so I couldn't say if this was 0. I've forgotten. Well, it's the 0 map, yes. Wow. Okay, as you can see up here, we've got more finished. Although we still don't have the pathway and the bridge for some reason. Oh, wait, no, wait, we do have the bridge. And it does lead us to Cowtown. And yeah, if you don't know, there's a mesa over there. But then you've seen the mesa already. There's the Finnish Tower. Oh, look at that. That is so beautiful. Sun going through it. Yes. We've moved all the animals inside except the horses, because you don't have animals inside. 2 horses. I eventually moved those horses, like I said, over there for the merge. I didn't want to merge. I liked this building. I wanted to keep this building. But it was occupying the exact same space, or nearly the exact same space, as the previous one. And the previous one had... No, you know what? It occupies the same place as the subsequent. The D map had a new build, and I liked the new build, and so I wanted to keep the old build, but I didn't. There's the marker back when we weren't using coordinates. And we got the stripes again. I gotta go back and do stripes, but I gotta have like darker oak or something. We need better stripes. I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm not going to travel to the quarry, and I'm not going to travel to other locations. But this is pretty cool. Maybe I want to bring this back as well, but then where are we going to bring it back? And then we got to have everything connect to everything else, and then it becomes a huge problem. And why I never go in this door, I don't know. But now I have. See, here's what I remember. Great heights. More chests. More floors. The only table that we've built in the whole game. And I believe we had the sit mod at one point. A darker floor. It's nice to be able to go up to here and to look out a window, is all I could say. That's what's so great about these things. And in here we've got... I was going to have something there. Then up here, we got the main observation platform. But then we got a ladder going up here. Unfortunately, it's a ladder. There's no way to avoid that. And it goes up to these great heights. You can have more observation from up here. And then this pathway across these areas. And then this would go out into here. If I wanted to be up here, I could be up here. There's more to it than that, but I don't have all day. I think the reason why I gave up on this one and I went and did the 0D, I kept the 0D starter base instead of this one, was because there was a mansion discovered and I wanted to keep the mansion. I think that's what the reason was. But it has been a while. So I don't remember for certain. There was a point in time when I was going to have a downstairs from here, and I've forgotten when that was or how it was. Or this is still here. Nothing left in the furnace. Here's where I put some paintings up so I could test my resource pack. As you can see, it looks good. And as you can see, that too looks good. Very, very detailed. Yeah, the enchanting table with one bookshelf. You'll notice I've only got like 2 things enchanted. 5 things enchanted. Forget about that. Been in the nether. Cows and sheep. Ooh, it's like a rainbow over here. Crop area, obviously. And then over here we've got the portal, and over here we've got docks. There we go, docks. That pathway which we could have taken earlier, and this goes somewhere. What was in the nether? The nether was pretty much the same thing. Here's where I calculated y equals 0 was. That was some doing. I think I had to make a map to do that. Measure it off against other things. It's hard to calculate these things. And there's the chest. Random chest with stuff still in it. Alright. We could go to a couple more places, but I think we've pretty much finished. This has been one heck of an accomplishment. I mean, now we're done. So now time to go back to the proper 0 map, the one we will be playing from now on. And now we're going to discuss the future of the series. Yes, the future of the series. Well, I kind of gave away some of the plans that I just said I was going to make a new... Maybe find a region that I don't like somewhere and put in some of the old builds. But if I do that, there'll be historical builds. And I may do some old builds from old seasons of Mental Block. Or early Wazcast or stuff like that. There are a number of these that could be done. There's, for example... Oh, I don't know how to put this. It depends on where we got. I've got a few places earmarked that I think would be really great. I think it would be really great to put the stuff in, but I don't know yet. It all depends on what we accomplish with what we're doing. How much do we need to accomplish? How much gets accomplished? That's the question. I don't have an answer. You ask me after a few years of doing this? Previously played on some 21W snapshots should tell you something of what's wrong about this. Wait, is this my new pick? I'm breaking 1. Yeah, my enchants have been terrible lately. The future of this series is going to depend almost entirely upon what happens. What happens to me? Whether I continue to have enough money to support having a computer and to support having internet anyway. Once the money runs out, the internet runs out. And then after that, very likely the electricity will run out. And then that will be that. And then I have to starve to death because the money for food will run out. You know. And so I'm very thankful to all those who have donated in the past. Oh, I don't remember that being like that. Oh, wait. Wrong button. Bracket. You gotta remember the bracket button is what you need. 8 isn't gonna cut it anymore. Unless you put a pickaxe on 8. Oh, all right. We'll give a tour of this place. People wanted the tour. Okay, you're going to get the tour. While it rains. Oh, I have coal here. Okay. When I started playing this map, they had temporarily made old maps not possible to load up. And so I had to start a new map, and I'm like, I'm going to start me a frickin' new map. And so I started me a frickin' new map. It's very blue. I really need the rain to stop. So pardon me if I, because it's the dithering. I hate the dithering. Where's my flint and steel? I need flint and steel. I better have flint and steel, because if I don't have flint and steel, then I can't flint and steel this. There we go. When I started here, this wasn't completely flat, but it was a nice area, and there was a bit of a, it wasn't a swampy area, but it was this area, and I put some crops out there. It wasn't water. This was a completely different terrain over here. This is the boundary, is right here, and it's incredible because it's right up against the edge. See, look at this. Chunk relative 0, and that's exactly true. This is the edge of the region. And this is the 0 as it happens. That's why it looks like that. And so we had a proper, it wasn't quite swampy, but it was quite, there was pools of water and grassland. And we had tree farm, we had crops, we had stuff. And I built this base. I haven't completed the base perfectly. Oh, here's the map. Yeah, so I was... And then I realized this is the first floor. But yet this is underground, and so I built a tunnel past a certain area. Basketball player. Your contract will not be renewed with the NBA. Bloop. That's still there. And that's the last, there's 118.1. The last episode I did was there. This was down to this area. This was a recent addition. This was probably after the merge I added that, or it might have been right before the merge. And well, you've seen all that, but the heads of anybody I killed while we had a head mod. We don't have a head mod right now. That broke. It broke 2 versions ago. And so we've just got the heads. It's just player head, player head, player head. The mod just broke. It's gone. Got a slime head over there. It's gone, and we haven't built the tables in this dining area yet. No, this isn't the dining area. This is just one of the 2 basement levels, I think. Looks awesome. Some kind of meeting room, I think. And we got one of these. I don't know why we got that. That goes into the basement for the crops. This area is where we're going to have... This is our kind of basement area that's going to have like storage, really crappy storage. Nothing of really any use whatsoever. It looks damp. It's a crappy basement. And through here, we've got a secret area. We've got more hidden chests and stuff, but we don't have anything in them because this is a starter base. It's not of any use. Now, I thought we had a... Can I just jump down? Oh, it's 3.5. Don't jump down. It's 3.5. Well. Up here. Oh, yeah, like this. More secret chests that we don't even use them for anything. Nice. And the first floor, which is where we got all our storage, which most of it's empty now. Well, no, maybe it's not all empty. I don't remember. And through there, another behemoth, but this is only temporary. We're still going to build in this area. We're still going to do stuff in this area. Talk about the future of the game, of this map particularly. And of course our bell tower. Oh, it's dark up here. Definitely should put a lantern in here or something. Charged creepers. Our mod works. Good. Is he holding a shovel? Yeah, it's a shovel. There's a bed there, but you can't tell because it's too far away. Charged creepers, I know. We'll see that area. Jungle was a nice thing. That's another reason why I wanted to keep this, is because we got jungle. So we've got jungle there, and we've got mesa there. It's awesome. And it is too dark, and I am not afraid of the dark, but I got to get out of enchanting area. Never used it. Bedtime and drink time. And yeah, the SIP mod's another one that broke. Okay, through here, another meeting room. It doesn't look like much. That's because it isn't much. It's just meant to be a meeting room. Convention hall, something like this. This room is going to be the dining area, because through that door is a kitchen, which is almost working. And then there's that. I love these corridors like this. And I also love this. You get lighting like that. That is awesome. Jungle is just about fantastic to have around in this area. So that's another reason why we kept it. Is that it? Well, we can show you some of the downstairs stuff, but it's really garbage. We've already seen that stuff. You know, we've seen these crops, which have been here for ages, and I don't need them anymore because I've got crops in my other area. It's nice to have crops in every of your major bases. And we got another one of these deals. And we got another thingy over here with other stuff we never even planted. The berry bushes. And unfortunately, we had a chicken farm here. Oh, crap. I'm going to kill some chickens. Oh boy, they really run around, don't they? They don't even have their heads cut off yet. Man, 960, is that right? 960 eggs. There was a guy who was asking, how do you get an egg farm? Well, there's your egg farm. But he wanted 100,000 a day? That's ridiculous. Down there is just more of the usual junk. Well, that's where we're going, isn't it? We've got other places to be. Go, go, go. So more about the future of this map. Yeah, tunnels and mansions and things aside, we're going to try to find another underwater temple and get its blocks, so we're going to try and occupy it. We're not going to break it, we're going to try and occupy it once we've emptied it out. This should be possible, but I don't know what we will do exactly. But I definitely am looking forward to that. But we're going to first kill the Ender Dragon when we hope to do it before we update to 119. I want to kill it before we get to 119. On the other hand, we're not too far from 119, so we've got to step up our efforts to finish the this area, as you can see. If anybody thinks the colors are a terrible distraction, why is there a bat in the tunnel? If anybody thinks the extra colors are a huge distraction, I'm willing to switch them off and just have regular lighting, but I like the colored lighting. This is a relatively simple map. I wanted to not use slabs here. Oh, I am using slabs, but they're at block height. So block height sounds like a really bad compound German word. Victor Miftan der Blackheit. Dunder Mifflin. We are at the school, which is not finished. And it's another thing we want to work on if we ever get the chance. The farm is finished. Well, this part of the farm anyway. The rest of it is over there, not done at all. But we've done what we can. This has the best stuff down here. We've got a whole bunch of areas yet to explore even. As you can see, we've suddenly come down through this area, and we've got this fantastic area with glowberries. Needs to be pruned a little bit, I think. And there's some danger traps there. Could get attacked by that. Maybe. Here's where we're keeping some of the junk we have lying around. And the bed. Obviously the bed. And there's a boat here somewhere. But there's not much to explore. We've already explored the whole thing in boats. So what we have now is somebody who can't stay on an area. Somewhere here we've got ladders. Where are the ladders? Oh, lapis. Why do I have lapis here and I didn't take it yet? Where does this go? I don't know. Is that gold? It's iron. What? Okay, I can understand not taking the iron because the gravel will fall on my head. Lapis, I don't know what the excuse is there. Oh, there's the ladder. Oh, look how absolutely gorgeous this is. Fantastic. This is the best picture ever taken. Wow. It's so great. I can just look at it all day. Yeah, I'm sure you don't want to look at it all day, but it certainly is nice. You can't make a video off of a still image. Yeah, I did a lot of exploring around here, and I wasn't anywhere near done. I got killed at one point, if I remember correctly, and I couldn't get my stuff back because I'd fallen too far. Terrain generation was crazy in that snapshot, which is why it was like that. I didn't even make stairs yet. Glow a lichen. Or lichen. Man, oh man. What a thing. And then down there, it's just the usual. It goes down to an area. I don't even remember what's down here. I haven't been down here in ages. That's gold level. Not that that matters. We've got enough gold. One. Why is it 1 in... I don't know. So I've got it at the wrong level. This is the 1 level. Or the 9 level in this case. Should be down to 1. And this hasn't been done. This hasn't been built. Well, you know, we haven't been using this for digging out the areas. I've been digging out in the other area. Because that's where I want to dig it out, you know. Getting a low frame rate. It's like the early days. It's like the early days of me playing Minecraft. Back way back in Mental Block Season 1. Original Season 1. Single player. Yeah, that's one thing I'd like to work on in the future, is to work on adding everything to one map. If I do that, it would be awesome. But it would also take up a lot, and I'd like to do a lot of exploring first. I'd have to basically find regions that are not being used. Okay, here's the area down. This is the basement of the school. I may be propping it up over here. It looks like it's sagging a little bit. Does it look like it's sagging a little bit? It looks like it's sagging a little bit. It might be a good idea if I propped something up here. Could happen. Might happen. Don't know. But this is clearly meant to be where I'm putting all the chests for this area. This is an important school. Very, very important. You can learn about Minecraft in this thing. Well, supposedly. Oh, I'm sleeping at 02. My clock must be off. And then through here is the school, which I've already given a tour recently, but it's the school. It's Wozet's. It's Dogwoof's School of Wozatry. I don't know who Dogwoof was, but he seems there's a region which I wouldn't mind changing out to something else. I'm gonna do some testing to see if I can move something over there into that region and set it up there. But what will it be? I don't know. I have to find something that would be good for region changing. This is the original bridge that I had leading to the place. I built this bridge, and then I conquered this place in, was it 1 day or 2 days? But you see there's 4 floors, not 3. It's a 3-floor mansion, but I made it. I have improved it. The outer edge is much larger. It's a much larger mansion, and the roof is completely cobble because that way lightning is not going to destroy it like it's destroyed so many mansions in our life. It's our faithful llama. He never spat at me. He never got away. He's still there. I can't trade with him though. Cactus over here. Here's where we used to have the crops. Got rid of. Here, I don't want to look at this. Here is where we used to have all 16 colors of sheep. We might still have all 16 colors of sheep, mind you, but now, if we have them, they are all over the place because of one of my stupid mods changed the color of my sheep, even though these were sheep that had already been pre-colored and were in their correct places and everything, and I am just so sick of this I might kill them all. Just completely kill them all. They've pissed me off for the last time. I'm just so upset about this. Also, they're adding to the lag, so of course I want to kill some of them. Eventually, this area has to be gotten rid of anyway. We're gonna have a farm in the basement somewhere for them, and so we're gonna move them downstairs. This is called the Merge Bridge. I forgot why, but we did merge the place. The place has to be merged. This is the reason it has to be merged, is because we found this great mansion. So if we ever move any other maps over here, we won't need their mansions because we got this one. You see how that works? Last episode I recorded here was number 96, but I was updating the map, and I got to update the map again because that's going to change. We're going to have a new one there. This is where I kept my base, or my bedroom, and I still have a bed here. It was going to extend out into this room, but I didn't. This is ideas of what the various stripped logs are going to look like. I had decided which ones would be for which floors. There's my horse. Oh man, this horse. Wait. Can I ride the horse if it's Bekar's horse? I am not Bekar. I am Wozat. Well, let's find out. Yeah. So why does it list the owner? Unless it's the idea of whose horse is it so we can return it to the right people. Yeah, these rooms have not all been finished, but see, look at that. That's not done. This shouldn't be like that. This is going to be the big dining hall. Only I think I got the area of it wrong. See, here's going to be the kitchen for the dining hall. It's a larger area, but In here we have a number of things. Just a number of things, not too many. And here's my regular bedroom, which I was trying to convert everything to that new bedroom, but we still use that old bedroom. Second floor. This school is nowhere near ready. It's not that it'll never be ready, it's that I'm always working on other projects. We've done most of the carpets though, I think. Unless we're going to have carpets indoor. Inside some of the rooms. Third floor, we've planned out where the rooms are going to be. But we haven't put up the walls yet. And these go out to the locations where there are going to be some towers. Those are the dorm rooms. Got one over here. I'm hearing more basketball players. Man, am I getting a lag. I promise you I won't have lag if this shader isn't running. Here is the... It hasn't been finished. The hat is all wrong. It's the wrong color. I'm going to change it. I think I'll make it something else. Maybe we could make it out of Grimstone or something. I really don't know, but it's the one floor that's not finished. If I remember correctly, this is a dorm room. Possibly the dorm room for girls. This is a kind of foyer room. It's a bit of a lounge area. The kids can sit around and study. Here's some stairs you can sit on if we had the sit mod working. Thanks so much that there's no sit mod. Oh, once again, I'm pressing the wrong button. Yeah, we need that to be lit up, obviously. Here's a study hall, and we've started to put books in here. I don't know what we were going to do with these, but we got to have lots of chairs and tables. And then down here, which I kind of like this wall pattern, is going to be the students' dorm. And then down here is the proper entrance. Now the thing is, the entrance going to the students' dorm, well, you know, the students have to have privacy. So maybe we'll put a wall on this side, and the students could be on the other side of the wall, but I don't know that. Unless, of course, this would be the boys-only entrance, which isn't very nice. Isn't very nice to the girls. Now you're going to ask, but what about the people well, we could say gender fluid and stuff like that. Well, I really don't know what we're going to do there. We could have one of the houses be just for the people who have different genders, other than the classical gender designations. Is we could have a different one that would be for other gender types. But everybody's going to get more uncomfortable with everybody else the more genders there are. But we'd work something out, probably. I want to accommodate as many people as possible. This is a tree farm, unfortunately. We haven't set up the underground tree farm yet. I'm not sure we can have an underground tree farm. I think the idea is that we don't need a tree farm. I don't know. And the fourth floor is the one that we came closest to finishing, so we'll go up there last. If I remember where it is. It's on the top. This is the assembly hall. Some assembly required. I like this. So we got the stripped oak around here, and we got the doors, and then we got a little window that's pointless. But I like this because I just like it. Okay, I don't know why. Staff only. There's the stairs down. We've already went that way. All right, here we go. Fourth floor, and I hear the basketball player. I hate basketball now. And there's a creeper over there. No, it looked a little green, but it wasn't. It wasn't a creeper. There you are. I don't know where they spawn. I don't know what happens with them. It doesn't make any sense at all. All the room layouts are finished, basically, for this. We just need to work out what the doors are going to look like. Are they going to be bigger doors? Are they going to be smaller doors? They look very small. This area is one of 4 areas that they're like dorm rooms, but for teachers. You know, basically the teachers and the faculty need somewhere to stay, and so we've given them these locations. And that's what we have over here, is the one that's finished, apart from it's not furnished. Actually, it's not finished either. But the point is, here's the main lounge room, you know, teacher's lounge kind of thing, or faculty lounge. And the first floor is where we have the dorm room. Well, I say floor. It's obviously a floor. And then the second floor is this area. There'll be more places to stay. And then there's a floor above that. And I don't know what's up there. But that'll be the top. And then there we can see is the... You gotta light them up here, man. Gotta light them up. I don't have a bed with me, so I gotta go find the bed. We used to have a bed in this room over here. And we still do. And to take a drink. Oh, boy. This place was not designed to look like it does. Oh, look at that. That's nice. This place was not designed to look like it does with shaders. It was meant to be... I mean, look at this. Look at this. See? The wood is wet. But anyway, this place was not meant to... was not designed to look like this with shaders. But I think it looks pretty good. You can tell me otherwise in the comments, of course. There's a couple of rooms in this thing that are not properly finished. It is a bit of a travel to get down to the rail level, which is also copper level, but I don't think that matters. And off we go. Nine FPS, that's terrible. Ugh. Look at what it is here. No shaders, 60 FPS. Yeah, that area is just bad news. That area back there, that area is just bad news. But we're going to work on what we can add to the map eventually. We've got a bunch of regions that are no good, and I want to load them in 119 to see if they're any good in 119, and if they aren't, not 119 snapshot, but full 119 when that comes out. And so when I'm done with that, I'll then check it to see if it's any good, and if it isn't, then we can use those regions. We can put old things in them. But we have to decide which things are available, and I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to look at all my old maps, all of my old maps, and see what would be good to use. There's a lot. There's a lot of crazy, and I do mean crazy. One thing we won't be able to do is move any of the cubic chunks maps. Have we got a good frame rate yet? That's a little better. Complementary shaders is 4.4. Oh, damn it. Now I have to close that. I have to come back and close it. Well, the real problem back there is I was supposed to take the boat back. Oh, what? That was weird. It's weird to see a very particulate kind of reflection. Everything just looks so weird. wonder if the colorful lights was intended to be used for Christmas or something. Well, that doesn't bother me. I don't care about that at all. About using it in then. I mean, I just use it all the time. I don't care. Colorful is as colorful does. And of course, if you go this way, well, you're going to come to some. There's some underwater areas now because I'm still working on that area. But if you keep going that way, you get to the stronghold where we are going to fight the Ender Dragon, and we hope to do so before 119. And why didn't I put this up here so I could get back faster? I have no idea. I like the use of sandstone stairs and granite stairs, and it just works. And having them connected like this, like teeth, was interesting. Originally, I was going to put some lighting in there, but I don't have enough glowstone yet. Uh-oh. Bloop. Right. I want to go downstairs, but I can't show you. But yeah, downstairs is where I've got the real diamond mine going on 4 separate levels. Unfortunately, those levels are yielding less and less diamond, and I'm beginning to worry about that. There's this mysterious room. Chicken cooker. I showed you the chicken cooker. That's the most recent of the additions to the most recent of the tech stuff was the chicken cooker. It even says Il Mangoes, although I don't know whose design it really is. But there it is. It takes the, whoa, holy shit. It puts them in the dispenser and it shoots them off. And when they grow up, they go into the lava cauldron, they die, their stuff goes in there. I think I'm going to let this run for a little while. Not because I need the eggs, or because I need the chickens or the feathers. And you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to keep this batch of eggs here. I don't mind having eggs lying around somewhere. We need some eggs. You never know. But we're going to let this go. We're going to stop here. The future of this map is quite excellent, and who knows what's going to happen next. Not I, said the duck. And who knows what will happen next. Now, I'm not going to leave a link. I'm not going to leave a link to this rather ridiculous-looking mod that's kind of lopsided over here. I'm not going to leave a link to it because it's not on CurseForge, and I don't know if it's on Modrinth. It's on GitHub. So if you want to see it, you can see it, but there's a reason why I'm not showing it off to people, and we'll explain that someday. But this mod has the nasty habit of it could mess up servers. Because if you use it, then you're cheating if you're on a server. Unless they are saying it's okay to use it on a server. In which case, it's not cheating. So, we'll see you next time. Lots of eggs, lots of chicken, and lots of feathers to be had. And until next time. Wait a minute. What about the rest of the base? I didn't show you one of the rooms. I didn't show you one of the rooms. What room is it? It's the map room. Well, you've seen the map room. Yes, you've seen the map room. And it's the same as it was. Flowing water for when we need our oh yeah, we're going to have donators in here. We haven't set up the donators in here. We'll put them on a wall somewhere. But here is Bekar, who died. There's his player head. Map room. Here we go. The maps. The maps. The moops. I mean the maps. The school. You know, I gotta do this with the proper lighting so I can see it properly. Okay, the school and off the edge of the region. I don't know why the region goes off the edge of... Never mind. The starter base for D, not for C. The regular base, I haven't changed too much yet there, so I will leave it as is. But this is the full complete base for that. World map, which is terrible. I need to fix that. Need to have more of it finished. And this is the treasure map we haven't touched yet. And that's it. And the most recent build, as opposed to tech thing that we've been doing, is the library, which is now, well, still not complete, but we've got some books in it anyway. History section there, letters section. We've got a couple. We got a letter and we've got a book, but we found the text to one of our old books, which is why I included WASCast 3, because the WASCast 3 map, because that is the map that has the book. We're gonna go back and bother the chickens some more, because if I don't, then the device stops working, and then I have to reset it, kill some chickens. See, already there's some standing there. They're not supposed to stand there, so if you're too far away, they do that. And the only thing you could really do is that, possibly. As long as they stand up. As long as they stand up from there, then they're going to grow up and they're going... And they're dying anyway because there's too many. There's too many in that space, and so they die, and so they don't drop anything. But when there's just enough of them, that's when the eggs run out. I think there's enough, actually. So now we got to just let this thing run, and boy will it run. See you next time. Remember, kids, you can keep a game going for a very, very long time now. Remember the days of video games where you'd play for 10 minutes or 5 minutes or even half an hour if you were good at it, like in an arcade? Well, now you can play for days, weeks, months, and it's been years. And we're still going strong. And there will be more things. We've got the big base that we haven't started on. But we're going to work on that. We're going to work on everything. There's lots to work on. There's always lots to work on. There's always lots to do. And you are here now to witness all of this as it transpires. So, we'll see you the next time. Ooh, it's Top of the Pops night. Oh, I didn't do anything with that. Forget that then. My mango is ill.